What's going on, y'all? We back at it again, another hot review for you. Drams on deck. Today, we got two nice selections here. Today, we got two nice Blanco young tequilas that we're going to do a side by side. We're going to do a review, and I'm going to give you my opinion of both these nice top-end spirits. One of them is the Casa Azul. This is a Blanco right here. It's the little blue box that comes in. This is the bottle right here. Sits out. As you can see, it's a half of a normal fifth size. I actually had this bottle for a little while now. I want to say, actually, if you want to be honest, I've probably had both these bottles for going on 2 years now. And since this is the end of summer, we have Labor Day weekend, 2020. You know, a lot of times these young Blanco tequilas are actually winners or a drink of choice during the summertime. Obviously, they're younger and just, you know, whether you're doing shots or whether you're just doing margaritas or whatever, it's really, you know, a very popular drink during the summertime. This right here is the Clase Azul Blanco. Had this bottle roughly around 2 years as well. I am a fan of his older brother, which is the Clase Azul Reposado. So this one right here is the Blanco. So like I said, I've had both these for a while now. I share it with friends. Most of the time when it comes to sipping, I prefer to sip the aged tequilas. So whether it be mostly añejos or extra añejos, I do have one Reposado, the Clase Azul, which I love dearly. But by and large, when it comes to actual sipping, I prefer the añejo or the more aged. These right here are usually when people are doing shots, they're just taking it back. They're not really sipping it. They're just, you know, taking it straight to the head. The Blancos is good, but my opinion, this is just my opinion, you know, both of these run in more of the upper echelon for the Blancos. Upper echelon, meaning I believe I paid roughly around $70 for this Clase Azul Blanco, and I paid around, well, this is a half of a fifth, but to my recollection, I paid roughly around 30 so bucks just for this. So you figure a full size of this normally goes around the same price as that, around 70, close to 70 bucks, give or take. Maybe a little bit high, maybe a little low, but the ballpark in the 60, 70 range around here. So these are, we'll just say $70 tequilas, and they're Blanco. So these are usually, like I said, these are what you would call ultra premium, you know, 100% blue agave tequilas. Now, so for me, it's just my opinion, if I'm just going to take shots, if I'm not going to sip it, I'm not going to, you know, really savor the flavor, I'm just going to take it straight to the head. Me personally, I probably would get something that's a little bit cheaper, but maybe still, you know, decent quality. So I'll probably be, you know, if I'm just doing shots, I'll probably just grab some 1800 if I'm going to do something like that, or something in that level. Not premium, just me personally. But it's, again, it's your money. You do what you choose. But for me, if I'm going to spend $70, $80 almost on a tequila, why not, you know, sip and savor it? If my plan is just to get, you know, a little tipsy, nice little buzz, or get drunk, then I can still do that, but with maybe not quite of more expensive tequila, because I'm not going to really taste it anyway if I'm just taking it back. So it's just a matter of purpose. Now these, actually, some people do put them in margaritas. Again, same purpose. Like if I'm going to mix a margarita, I'm probably going to get 1800 or something on that level. I'm not going to get ultra premium tequila and put it in a blender and mix it with fruity shit, because it's just like, for me, you know, at least if I'm going to pay premium price, and if it has a premium taste, I drink to enjoy. So if I'm just going to mix in a blender, just get something that's decent, you know, I mean, because all you're going to do is saturate and mix it with sweet fruity stuff. So to me, even, you know, I prefer higher end spirits, but if you blend to put fruit, ice, I'm not going to really taste the difference. I mean, unless you're just getting the worst of the worst tequila. If you're just getting something that's mid-grade, 1800 or something that level, like a 20 or 30 bottle tequila would just do the trick for mixing or even shots. These, like I said, if you were to splash a little something in it, that's your choice. Me personally, I just drink it straight, but it's just my personal preference. I prefer the older ones. I do have a couple of associates who, like, I call it discriminate. I don't do dark tequila. I only do light tequila. Like, I don't do dark. It just makes my head hurt. Like, I just can't do it. So for those people, I usually try to keep this type of stuff around in the house. Like, hey, you know, for those who only do the clear tequila, here you go. So these will be retired both today, side by side. We can do a review. And you know what? I actually like both of these. Like I said, again, I don't prefer the Blancos, but if I was gonna go Blanco, these would be the two that I would prefer. We're gonna do them side by side and see which one's better. So that being said, let's start with this Casa Drones. Let's do a nose and a taste. And as you can see, there's really not much to really look on the color-wise. They're both clear, so there's not much to see. It looks like water. So that being said, on this taste note, on this nose rather, let's see what we got. Clearly, when you smell a Blanco, even if you blindfolded me and you put this in my nose, I could tell it's a young tequila. It has a very, very flagrant smell of that agave, which is a good thing, which is the plant they use for tequila. The more aged tequila, at least in my opinion, and in my nose and on my palate, I notice the more aged it is, the more you smell oak and stuff like that because it's been aged in barrels. But this is a young tequila, it hasn't been aged. So because of that, you have a very, very strong, prevalent agave smell. You get some pepper on there. Is it like pepper and a nice earthy earth tone to it? That strong agave. It is very, very prevalent on the taste, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that on the nose rather. I don't have a problem with that, but yes, I can just tell a difference from a young and the old tequila just by the nose. So the agave is definitely prevalent. That being said, let's jump on this palate. It's been a while since I had a Blanco tequila. Let that one sip in. As you know, the first sip sensitizes my palate, and the second one kind of saturates as I dive into these notes. You know what? What I smell is pretty close to what I taste. You get a nice, healthy helping of that agave and that pepper. Those just pop on the palate. Like I said, has this earthy kind of taste to it, but you don't pick up any oak whatsoever. You know, I don't pick up the vanilla. It's something that's been aged more. You pick up that oak, maybe some sweetness of vanilla or spices. Spices I get is more earthy. Like I said, maybe like the pepper more, a little slight salt, and you get a very, very just on your palate type of agave. So, like I said, it's not bad. You know, like I said, me personally, the more aged it is, the more it inherits those flavors, and more because the oak adds more flavor to it. So whether it be like a whiskey or a cognac flavor, it inherits it more. Now, some people don't like that. Some people say, hey, when I drink tequila, I would have felt like I'm drinking tequila, not a whiskey or not a cognac. So be it. Tomato, tomato. There's no right or wrong with that. If you like sipping wise, if you prefer the Blancos, there's nothing wrong with that. I do think that this is a very quality. I wouldn't say I get a major burn, but like a very small, minute burn. But it's not major. So it's not really much of a bite. It's 40%, so it's not, a high ABV. But you get like a little, I would say, just a very small bite to it, but nothing major though. All in all, it's pretty good. But I'm gonna rinse my palate real quick. I'm gonna jump on this Clase Azul. Like I said, his big brother. The Reposado is what really made me first. That's the first tequila that I fell in love with, the older version of this. I really love that, man. I still do it to this day. I keep a bottle of the Reposado in the house at all times. That's one of my staples. I mean, I like other tequilas other than that, but that was the first one that really kind of pulled me into to older tequilas and really hooked me up into it. Before that, I was more passive, like, you know, casual tequila. But, you know, then once I started the Clase Azul, it just went from there. So, you know. Anyway, let's try this on the nose. Let's see what we got on this nose. This one right here, I don't smell the agave as much as I do on this one. You get it, but it's not as prevalent and flagrant as it is on the Casa Azul. This one, you get like a little small spice to it, like also like a little small bacon spice. You do get some pepper, and you do get agave, but it's not heavy like this. So you get more monotone agave, you get more pepper, and it's like some kind of spice. I don't know if it's baking spice or something, but you get like, I pick up more spice on the nose on this one. They're both nice. This one is a more stronger flavor, but this one to me is a more sweeter. So this one is stronger, but this was sweeter on the nose. So which one I prefer on the nose? Depends, but probably this one. Yeah, I pick up definitely some spice. I can't detect what spice, but definitely pick up spice on this. As you can see, it's clear. Let's go palate. That's the top, Clase Azul. That's the first sip. And take the second one, which is the last one of this bottle, and really dive in on these notes. This one is a little bit more sweeter than that one, by a little bit. You definitely pick up some sweetness on it. Dare I say, just a very little bit of vanilla or something. You get the agave, but like I said, the agave, similar to the nose, is not very just in your face like it is on here. So this one, if you like more of a fresh agave flavor, this one has that. It's more pungent on the nose. It has more peppery, has a more kick to it on the agave. This one, it's a little bit more mellow. Has a little bit slightly more sweetness on this. The agave is not turned up on here. The pepper is kind of turned down. You get a little bit of spice on there. And the little small bite that I pick up on here, I don't pick it up on the Clase Azul. But they're still both great though. Very good. If I had to tell you what my rating is for the Blanco, for both of these, for sipping wise, okay, like I said, I'm not gonna say which one's better than mix. It's a matter of preference. I don't mix it, so I really couldn't tell you. But if I had to go that route, you know, it doesn't really matter because you're gonna saturate it with juice and all kind of ingredients anyway. So, but to me, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best for sipping straight, this Clase Azul right here, like I said, roughly around $65 for a full size. I have the half size. I would rate this for sipping wise. I would give this, like I said, Blanco wise, I give it a solid 7. It's a 7. I think it's pretty. Like I said, it's all dependent. If you like that brash in your face, just very heavy agave. That's what you get more. Agave is on the nose, on the palate, and it just, to me, even though they're both 40%, it tastes a little bit stronger than that. Maybe because of that bite, and you get more peppers heavy on this one. But all in all, I mean, it's, you know, if I said for a Blanco, sipping wise, it's not bad at all. I give it a 7. You know, I think the price, is a little bit more exorbitant than I would prefer. So if I factor in the price compared to contemporary Blancos, contemporary being like if Avion Silver, Cabo Wabo Silver, Patron Silver, a Don Julio Silver, all those contemporaries, those are usually around 50 bucks or so. I mean, maybe a little less. You know, you can maybe find a Cabo Wabo for, 35. You could probably find Avion for the 30s. You know what I'm saying? You can, not just a couple of, there's even more, Blancos than that, but those are just a handful I just threw out there. You know what I'm saying? Milagro, if I'm saying it right, Milagro, that's another one. So there's tons of Blancos, but for the contemporary ones, this is, like I said, it's priced more than the normal one. So to me, some of my just to go to Blanco, this is Don Julio Silver. I roughly around 40 something bucks. This one, like I said, 65 bucks. So if I factor in the price, I would take it down. Normally I'd knock it at half a point, but I'd knock it a full point. Because I think that $20 for a Blanco that's not aged, I think it's a little bit more exorbitant. So you're paying at least $20 over the contemporary market price. And to me, it's just as good. It's not only better than the other ones I named. It's in the same ballpark. This doesn't stand, I wouldn't say stand above them for example. I don't think I will say, like I said, it's very prevalent with agave. But so if I factor in the price, the availability is there. They're both very available. But in my opinion, I think that you would be happy, just as happy if I gave you a Don Julio, Blanco, if I gave you this one. Even if you prefer this one more, I don't think that you would go out your way to spend $20 or $25 more just for this. At least I wouldn't. So because of the price, only because of the price, not because taste, I would knock it down from a 7 overall to a 6. Taste alone, 7. But when I factor in that is above the contemporary market value, like I said, so I would knock it to a 6 when I factor in price. Moving to the Clase Azul, same price range. So for this, I gave a 7. For this, it's a little bit better in my opinion for a Blanco. Like I said, personally, I prefer the older ones, but this one is a little bit better. So I would give this a solid 7.5. For me, this is better in my opinion. It's not as harsh. It's the same price point. So because of that, I would knock it down to 4.2 as well. I mean, I would say that this one may be slightly better than maybe a Don Julio, but it's not much that I would still pay $20-something more. So overall, I'm giving this when I factor in the price, I'm giving this one a 6 flat, and this is 6.5 when I factor in the price. Taste wise, this is a solid 7.5. So to me, this is a little bit more, slightly more sweeter. You don't get as much. Agave is more monotone. It's more smoother, in my opinion, slightly than this one. Like I said, they're the same price. So you can go either way, what you prefer. If you like it more sweeter, go this way. If you just like agave and pepper turned up, I would go this route. Same price. I think they're both a little bit overpriced compared to their contemporaries. But to me, 6.5. That's my opinion, man. This is the last of this one. This, like I said, the summer is drawing to a near 2020. A lot of people like tequila, same as do me. So I want to get a good reviewing as I retire both these bottles. Salute. I probably will not be replenishing either one of these. You know what I'm saying? As I prefer, like I said, more of the Anano finish. But even if I was going to go to a Blanco, like I said, because of what I just told you, I probably wouldn't do this again. Only because of the price, not because of the taste. But that's my spit on it. They're both very good, just slightly over the market price, in my opinion. They're a little what you call more designer or bougie tequilas, but they're quality. Nevertheless, they are quality. Anyway, man, I hope y'all like the review. Hope y'all got something out of it, man. I really do. Like I said, it's a culture. If you like that, please check out my Instagram page. I will keep that in the description box. So check that out. I also have some couple extra reviews in there as well. And I got more heat coming your way. Like I said, any questions, man, please, I'm always accessible. Hit me up and let me know, man. If you had these before, let me know your opinion of what you think of these. You know what I'm saying? These are two pretty good tequilas. But like I said, man, if you prefer Blancos, or these are two, definitely good ones to go. Like I said, just a matter of, if price is not a factor, go ahead and pick. I would go this one, me personally. But it's just a matter of preference, man. So thank y'all, man. If you like that, hit the like button, subscribe button. Likes and subscribers are for free. Thank y'all. I appreciate the love, man. Drams on deck. Yes, sir.